Hey y'all, welcome back to Summertime Tarot. If you're new to the channel, my name is Summer and this here is a mid-month check-in reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. Alright, but as a reminder, these are general readings, so they may not resonate with each and every one of you. If it doesn't resonate, be sure to check out the readings for your moon and your rising sign. Alright, now if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, be sure to check out the description box below for the link that you can go to book your reading. Alright, but let's get into it, Aries. So I get the feeling some of you here, right? The song that's coming to my mind, that kind of explains what I'm picking up on is, "Same Drugs" by Chance the Rapper. We don't do the same drugs no more. Like almost like you may be feeling like a disconnect from like the people around you, almost like, or even just like the world in general, almost like you may be feeling that people are going in one direction or they're behaving one way and it just doesn't vibe with you anymore, and it's almost like you're being called back to a time where you were more free, a time where you were more connected to maybe nature, animals, that kind of thing. That's what I'm getting here. Almost like really being called back to reconnect with yourself, to figure out your next move, to figure out what's right for you, because what you thought or the path that you were going down or people expect of you just doesn't sit with you. Does that make sense? But let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Aries. Yeah, man. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Totally. This is totally what I was picking up on. I feel like you're moving towards like reconnecting with yourself, with like your foundation. Like for some of you, you may be wanting to like move in a different way when it comes to religion or your beliefs. Yeah, it's like you're just being called to move in your own way. Yeah, because it's like you've outgrown some things in your life. You've outgrown certain behaviors or certain people, just certain things, and you're wanting to move in a new direction. But I almost get the feeling for some of you, you may be kind of like afraid of going against going against the grain or going against what other people expect of you, or um like basically very much like, okay, this is all I know, right? And the unknown is kind of daunting here. But the message I'm picking up here is it's just about, taking your time, taking it one step at a time. Don't feel like you have to scrap everything and start from scratch. No, it's kind of like needing to come back to that safe space that you already have access to within your being, right? Going back to nature, right? Going back to the things that maybe you enjoyed or connected with when you were a child, and not feeling like you have to let go of everything and everyone because you're different now. You feel what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and clarify Right, and for some of you, you may be wanting to kind of like rediscover like your heritage, or like, you know, connect with your ancestors and really learn about, you know, where you come from. You know, that may be beneficial here. But let's go ahead and clarify. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah. Some fears may be showing up here, right? You may be wanting to kind of stay to what you know, to kind of like, even if it's something that you may very much be aware, yeah, because we have the sun here. It's like you're very much aware that, you know, these things aren't working for you anymore, or these things don't make sense to you anymore. But at the same time, it's like, oh my gosh, like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, almost kind of like a fear of stepping outside of that comfort zone, or stepping outside of what you've already experienced, even if it may have been painful, even if it doesn't work for you anymore, right? It's still kind of like all that you know. So I feel like some of you may be feeling just a bit uncomfortable, nervous, a little bit scared, a little trepidatious, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, you may have even in the past, you could have even been what's coming to my mind is like made fun of because you were different, or because you saw the world differently, or you behaved differently than other people. um but now it's like you can't fit in anymore. Even if you like, you tried to fit in, maybe that worked for a little while, but now it's like, yo, this is not where it's at for me. And so it's like, it's just about you really needing to just accept your truth, accept who you are and what you want out of life, and not feel like that you have to fit into anybody's box or idea of what's normal or right, right? Oh wow, that's a lot, but okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's time for you to really like realize that there are people who are just like you, who have like the same um not just like you, right? Everybody different, but who have the same desires, who have the same goals, who are interested in the same things as you, who have the same, you know, beliefs as you, who see the world very, very similar to you, right? And you don't have to kind of stay in a space that no longer works for you, or isn't what's the word I'm looking for here, or doesn't nurture you, doesn't allow you to grow, doesn't allow you to be all that it is you're meant to be, right? And it may take you some time to find those people who kind of, you know, match your vibe, but that's okay, right? It's better than staying put in some place that, you know, as they say, you know, the big word now, that's toxic, right? That kind of drains you of your vital essence. That's kind of dramatic, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, wait a minute. Ooh. The song that's coming to my mind is "It Don't Hurt Now." No, not now. Right? So, like, it's this change may be, a bit painful to start, right? Not like it may not be physically painful, but it may be emotionally hard to kind of face certain things. But as you continue to work with it, as you continue to progress and move towards the things that kind of fill you up, that make you happy, that bring you joy, rather than, stay put where you don't feel your best, you'll begin to see things blossoming and growing for you. You'll begin to, come back to yourself, to be all that you want to be. Right? It may be uncomfortable to start, but it'll be worth it. Okay? Yeah, some of you may be kind of like afraid to start from scratch or to start over. But it's like, or you could even be feeling like you're going around in circles, or like you're at the same space that you were maybe a year or 5 years or 10 years ago. But it's like that's not really what's going on here, right? Because with each cycle around around the sun, right, you gain some knowledge, you gain some wisdom, right? So even if you may be in a similar situation that you were in the past, you're different, the situation is different, and you can make a different move. It's just about you deciding for yourself what it is that you want and having the courage enough to move in that direction, and not holding yourself back out of fear or out of any kind of mentality or thoughts that tell you that you can't have more, you can't do better, or you aren't worthy of certain things. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, and just make sure you're not trying to do too many things at once. Just focus on like what's most important, right? Take it step by step, day by day, right? If you do need to cut people off, hey, you don't you don't have to do it all at once. You can take your time. You know what I'm saying? But just, follow through with the decisions that you make. Don't give up or like go back to things to stay comfortable. You get what I'm saying? What's that saying? No, it's a meme. It goes, do you want to grow or do you want to be comfortable? Right? Which one? You have to pick one. You can't have both. Right? So it's like, do you want to grow? Do you want to expand? Do you want to have all the things that you dream of? Or do you want to stay comfortable? Right? It's up to you. But let's go ahead and see if the ancestors have anything they'd like to add here. Excuse me. Yeah, some of you may be worried about what other people are going to think of you, right? Bottom of the deck here we have African mass spirit. We have warded off negative plans and plots against you. It's like you can't be afraid here. You can't let your fears of how other people see you, or what other people think about you keep you small. You get what I'm saying? You know what it is that you want. It's just time for you to come back to yourself and really focus on putting in the necessary work and effort to get the life that you want. Yeah. But this one, I feel like your ancestors are wanting you to know that they're proud of you. They're proud of the work that you've been doing. And they want you to continue to grow. They want you to continue to improve. Right? But don't feel like you have to prove yourself to anyone. Be you. And let everybody else be them. You don't have to change anyone. And you also don't have to change to fit into somebody's idea of who you're supposed to be. Right? If something isn't working for you, if a relationship isn't working for you, it may just be time to kind of cut your losses and really focus on yourself. And then, you know, you will meet people down the line who are more in alignment with you and who it is that you're becoming. Don't be afraid to kind of go at certain things alone. Right? Everybody isn't meant to go with you where it is you're trying to go, where it is you're meant to go. It's a hard pill to swallow sometimes, but the sooner you can kind of accept that, the sooner you'll be able to move more freely. Okay? But let's go ahead and close out this here reading with the postcard from Spirit for you. All right. So, we have here, dear you, now is one of those times you're being asked to add some distance, take a step back, and do nothing but observe. Don't worry about how long it will take to regroup. Just know it's temporary and actually an opportunity to take a breath, slow down, and look at how far you've come. Decisions for the highest good are made when you have clarity, which comes from being open to information from both the intellect and the intuition. When you step into the role of observer, it's as if you turn on a switch that allows your soul to be an essential part of the information gathering and decision-making process. In this way, you can approach things from a more neutral and non-judgmental place. We know you'll make the right choice. Trust us when we say now is not the time to get too close to the fray. Step back now. You will be glad you did. Love you. All right, but that's all I have for you, Aries. Hopefully this helped you in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out.